All right, doing this weekly recap here tonight, Saturday, December 27th. Yeah, goodness gracious, almost 2026. Time is forever moving. I wouldn't say that it's flying, because this year's been a big one, and I'm going to take some time to reflect on that tomorrow, especially maybe give some more insight before the New Year's new me gimmick starts. But that being said, I wanted to do a recap. Yesterday I really enjoyed taking the time to introduce my story and the faith, but also back to work today, helping out some great customers, seeing some propaganda though come on my channel, some AI.
Right, in 2 miles, take exit 30 onto Curry Ford Road.
Posters that I did not create. I'm not promoting this event for nothing. I'll share it one time so you can see it, but don't believe it. All right, there's no match March 21st. All right, which is a hilarious date to pick because it's a great one, and I'm available. However, this time, unless someone has other plans, I will not be wrestling March 21st against Dennis Taylor. I'll think about it. I am open to the idea of wrestling again. However, my injuries sustained over the last year and a half have certainly superseded that from happening. So, as much as I miss it and would love to be back in the ring, I don't want to be in a neck brace or a wheelchair anytime soon. But for this week, right, catching up to 2025, the last Saturday, the last weekend of the year. It's been a great one. Holiday week usually is. A lot of holiday travel. I hit some traffic today, wrapped up work, helped out some customers, and more so than anything, some families. You know,
use the right lane to take exit 30 onto Curry Ford Road.
Do what I do now for work, and you know, different incomes, different opportunities there available to create. But with Vivint and what I've been able to do here has been really rewarding on so many levels. So from the training meetings,
take the exit,
to, you know, every single day talking to people
at the light. Use the left lane to turn onto Curry Ford Road.
Imagine everyone's got stuff going on in their lives. Everyone. And, you know, you start hearing stories very similar to things I've experienced, you know, through, you know, family being adopted and a lot of
turn
loss,
left,
you know, just issues within the home, issues with family members, raising different children, you know, for family members, just, you know, on and on and on and on. And then, you know, beautiful things too, beautiful families caring for each other, wanting to make sure, you know, everyone has what they need to be successful and protected. So it's a good day. It's a good week. You know, we've got a few days left to finish this year strong and then jump right into 2026 goals. So if you haven't made your list yet, I've been talking about it all week. Now's the time to prep. Proper preparation.
In 1.8 miles, turn right onto Excalibur Drive.
So, very critical time to jump in and do what is needed to be ready for the turn of the new year. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the 31st. As of right now, still a wedding to attend. And then, of course, it goes right into my birthday. So, as I drive by the church here that I had an amazing Christmas Eve Mass at. I'm not going to show you guys the church while driving, right? I think we're being safe enough with the camera in hand. And you might wonder, man, why is he wearing these sunglasses? Dude, I do not like bright lights, all right, after sunset. So I like having my sunglasses with with all the LED we're experiencing. So could just be me, but I sleep better minimizing LED exposure. So different lenses help with that. If you don't have any, hey, maybe that's on, once again, your list. Calling you out if you don't have one, to just come up with something. Even if it's just a list about the things you're already doing, right? Because maybe you haven't wrote it down before, or you haven't wrote it down in a while. Maybe it's just something you can be proud of that you've been able to sustain into this lifestyle you've now created. And you can look back on the year and think, dang, I came so far. But if you don't slow down to think about it, you don't know how far you truly came. And there's so many great motivational individuals out there that are showing you their daily nuances. And
in 1 mile, turn right onto Excalibur Drive.
So, you can find that motivation out there. If you look for it, change up your algorithm. If not, hey, that's okay, right? You got you. You're responsible for you. Maybe some family, some kids especially. But hey, don't think you have to have that social outreach. It is, in my opinion, nice because it gives me just more awareness, more knowledge on some of the things of why I'm doing it anecdotally. I love it. Feels great. But, you just never know the benefits of something until you're applying it yourself. So that is the main takeaway from this rant is look back on the year you've had, all right? Sit down at your headquarters, your office,